They feature rock bands done by Lee Dahlberg.
Still ahead, stars are getting stoned. The fall fashion accessory that's rocking wrists and causing controversy.
Awesome rock band. You can get yours at leatherrockband.com.
Rock bands of the musical variety have been around for decades, but rock bands of the fashion variety barely a year.
But they're already making their mark. That's because of a local entrepreneur. CBS 4's entertainment reporter Lisa Petrillo says his rockin' ideas have him singing the sweet song of success.
When you're a model living in Miami, you get VIP access to nearly everything. Behind the velvet rope at clubs, best table at restaurants. You're treated like a celebrity. But when you're a model turned entrepreneur designer, you've arrived. You are a celebrity. That's what happened for my next friend. When you think of rock bands, you might think of leather jackets, wild behavior, and loud guitars. But Miami's own Lee Dahlberg is looking to give the term a little more style.
It's safe to say Lee Dahlberg is a man of vision. And it all started after he watched an old John Wayne movie.
He rode into town on a horse with a big leather cuff with a hunk of turquoise just kind of haphazardly wrapped on. And I don't know why that just always stuck with me.
And so, rock bands were born just over a year ago when Lee sold his house to invest in his dream come true. Now they are the rage. Just listen to who's rolling in rocks in Hollywood.
I'm very lucky. Let's see, Bono, Johnny Depp, Jack Nicholson, Brad, Angelina, David Beckham, his wife, Paris before jail, Lindsay before rehab.
Here at Neiman Marcus in Merrick Park, Lee shows me what these rocks are made of. He imports 40 types of stones from all over the world. 22 leathers from python to croc, calfskin to tree snake make up the bands.
Different folklore, different science has been done about all the different meanings of stones. So I studied stones from all over the world, and they come to a manufacturer that works with me that has been crafting stones for 400 years. And it's just a kind of a good vibe. It's like something that looks good and also helps you feel good.
This is howlite. It's much like wearing all your vitamins on your wrist.
Jasper is the stone that helps the stomach. Rhodonite gives grace and healing. Opalite is great for meditation. Moss agate?
Moss agate is the prosperity stone.
The oh,
yes,
here.
Exactly.
She's like, can I rub it? So look who's been wearing rose quartz this week. Yes, it's Britney Spears sporting the heart-shaped stone.
And hopefully this is going to help Britney.
Exactly, exactly. It's kind of a soothing stone. It's rose quartz. It's the stone of the heart, so it brings love into your life.
We already designed some belts, wallets, belt buckles. We did a clothing line. We've done quite a few. We've even done some items that nobody's ever done before, some new accessories, so you'll be hearing about that in the future. My clients, I've been very lucky for celebrity clientele. Nick and Jessica, we've got Brad Pitt, Angelina, Bono, Johnny Depp, Jack Nicholson, Paris Hilton, Lindsay Lohan. I've been very lucky with the celebrity endorsements. I've been to the Emmys, the Grammys, the Oscars, Cannes Film Festival. We went to the Sundance Film Festival. So, and then we've got quite a bit planned for this year.
Still ahead, stars are getting stoned. The fall fashion accessory that's rocking wrists and causing controversy.
Now, Fashion Week is the place to find out about the newest trends and trendsetters. We were hearing a lot of buzz about one jewelry designer in particular, so G headed over to the Delta Lounge to see what was shaking.
The name explains it all. It's a rock on a band. It sounds simple, but rock bands are anything but. Designer Lee Dahlberg takes a little hip, mixes it with some chakra, and adds a whole lot of rock and roll. Now, these aren't your everyday rocks. Each is unique, handcrafted, and has a special power.
All the stones I use have healing properties, so there's a feel-good message behind the whole thing, so it's look good and feeling good.
But if you're gonna sport the band, Lee wants to see your inner rock star.
And I have a tradition when I put a rock band on someone, they have to give me the rock on sign.
Jamie Lynn Sigler, Christian Slater, Johnny Depp, and Bono are feeling the vibe. Pretty cool, huh? Well, that's gonna do it for us today in New York.
Why every now and then Deco passes on a hot tip in the latest fashion fabulosity. Tonight, we've got some hard evidence that's the latest must-have accessory. It's a rock band. No, not the bunch of long-haired skinny guys practicing in the garage. This kind of rock band is tonight's Style Files.
For fashion groupies everywhere, there's finally a band just for you. The Rock Band. Jewelry that's really got stones.
Body moving, we be body moving.
A little little bit fashion, a little bit new age funky, and a whole lot of cool. Rock bands come from a guy that knows fashion.
We're celebrating. It's the launch of my rock bands at Rock Bar.
In fact, he was once a Deca model citizen. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lee Dahlberg. So how did this model turned designer come up with rock bands?
I made the first one for me. I had no intention of doing this. And then everybody just really loved it.
And everybody means everybody. Rock bands have turned up in goodie bags at the Emmys, the VMAs, and on celebs everywhere.
Just last night, I got one to Ricky Martin. That same day, I got one to Brooke Hogan. She's going to be on the Teen Choice Awards with it, I guess. Before that, we got one to Johnny Depp.
But let's not forget about the rock in rock bands.
So each of these stones actually mean something. It's not just cool to wear. I mean,
exactly. It's kind of, for example, leopard jasper, very unique stone. This brings out your animal magnetism, and it gets you in touch with your animal totem. This stone you're wearing right there relieves stress and fatigue. Don't you feel more
I feel very relaxed right now. Very zen.
Now, don't expect these stones to get you, well, stoned or anything, but do expect an interesting piece of jewelry that's all the rage.
But once they find out that the stones have healing properties, it's just like that much cooler.
Oh, one last thing. If you get a rock band, expect groupies.
What? They're so cool.
Well, this means...
to the rock and roll.
But this means I love you in sign language. Oh,
okay,
here's
well,
mine.
I love you, rock and roll.
So this is rock and roll, this is I love you? I want a pink one, or I want the stress one that you have, because I need help.
My name's Lee Dahlberg, and I'm out here for my little creation called Rock Bands. As simple as it sounds, it's a rock on a band, but a little deeper than that. Each of my stones I use has healing properties. It's a little bit of science, a little bit of folklore, and a little bit of spirituality. Makes a really unique gift because they're all one of a kind, they're all handmade, and they're coming from a good place. This is a Peruvian jasper. Jaspers are in the family of protection. Peruvian jasper is the most protective of all stones. It protects you, your friends, your loved ones. This is a blue jasper. Blue jasper, again, family of protection, but blue jasper has everything to do with your future, removing obstacles that are keeping you from obtaining your goals. This is one of my favorites. It's red jasper. Red jasper creates more lucid dreaming. This is a caramel onyx. Caramel onyx is the most soothing of all the stones, emotionally cleansing. This is brown aragonite, and as you can see, they're never going to be the exact same. These are the same stone. Brown aragonite reduces stress and relieves fatigue. And the stone I'm wearing is obsidian. Obsidian protects against negativity, and it reduces insomnia. I've been very blessed as far as celeb support. Bono, Johnny Depp, Jack Nicholson. Patricia Fields used rock bands on every model in New York Fashion Week. I just did a deal with Neiman Marcus, so I should be national by the spring. Every day a new celebrity's coming in. John Paul Mitchell and his wife were in yesterday. They love the concept of the band. They're both wearing them. I've never met anybody that did not love it, which is a great feeling for me. And this is just the start. Rock Band is going to be a fashion house. Rock bands themselves are just the start of what you're going to see from me. To throw yourself completely behind something you like and then to see other people enjoy it as much as you put into it, it's like the best feeling in the world.
I didn't know what to call them, and so jokingly I said, it's a rock on a band, it's a rock band, and that's what we ended up with.